Thank you to Wix for kindly sponsoring this video. If you want the freedom to create a stunning website of your dreams, you can do all of that and more with Wix. Hi everyone, it's that time again to set up for a new month and plan with me for November. I am still sick and not getting enough sleep, but I am so determined to get a few videos out for you while I'm on holiday. So bear with me as my voice is slowly going away and hopefully coming back. We're going to hop right in today and do a flip through of last month's spread. If you guys haven't seen that plan with me session yet, it is linked below and worth seeing. Also, a 100K giveaway is in full swing and you can sign up at the link below. Keep in mind that all of the additional chances to win are optional, as I mentioned in the past, and there will be 2 winners this time. Overall, with last month's spread, I'm loving the way I have everything set up, so you'll see some repeats this month. We're going to start with the cover page, and I'm back with my watercolors as I tell the story about a cute hedgehog in search of perfection. Meet Piper, Peppy's sister who is known for her curious nature. She has found herself so loved in a human's home and has no shortage of clothes and toys. But this fall, she was on a quest to put all of that behind her to find the perfect sleeping spot for this perfect season. The cup of tea was warm for sure and was the perfect size, but she was afraid of turning into a raisin if she slept there. So I guess it wasn't perfect after all. She was sure of it though, because it was exactly what she was looking for. And yes, she had a long list of what she expects from her perfect place of dwelling. Piper was curious, but she was also very picky, and that could very well be her middle name. So she crossed the cup of tea from her list and went on to the next. Wrapping herself like a burrito with the softest blanket in town, she was okay, but knew exactly that this was not perfect enough. Surprisingly to Piper, there were many different degrees of perfection. Things can be perfect, but not perfect enough, and sometimes too perfect wasn't going to suit her needs either. It is of no doubt that her friends and family always had a hard time pleasing her, because sometimes she even had a hard time pleasing herself, but she didn't think anything of it, and that was just Piper. I went a little outside of my comfort zone for this setup as practice for drawing more expressions, and I can't get over how cute Piper is. Except the pillows ended up looking like lemons, so I labeled them for you guys in case you wondered the same. The next page is my dedication page. This is the month to be curious. Be curious about your thoughts, where they come from, and what they lead to. Because no matter what path you're on, you will learn a great deal simply by questioning what you think. I've noticed it a lot these last few months when I would just react to my emotions and my thoughts, and I didn't take the time to question them or find a deeper meaning or to even figure out if they were valid. And most of the time, if I would have questioned them, I would have been much more productive in terms of controlling how I feel. I know it's a very complex concept, but in the end, we control how we react to situations, and we control our actions, our lives, and how we feel at the end of the day. We have way more power than we think that we do. Piper then jumped into a pile of leaves, thinking that it would be the perfect place to sleep outside, but it wasn't as warm as she liked, and who knew what else was in there with her? Where is she going to find that perfect place? Because she really thought that the last 3 were going to be perfect. A little disappointed and discouraged, she crossed that off her list and kept going, slightly losing her determination. She was going to find the perfect place to sleep, she said to herself. Watch me. This is kind of like my future monthly log, where I used to generally plan out what I need to get done in the next 4 months and to know what's happening within these months as well. I really can't believe that 2019 is just around the corner, which is crazy fast, but having this 4-month look ahead set up really helps me to plan out the rest of the year, which I'm hoping for all of us to be even better than the last. The next setup is my monthly calendar and tracker all in one. So if you missed it in the beginning, for every day I do a task in the key section, I'll add that color dot next to the day. And I'll fill in my calendar like normal. Next to the keys is my monthly goals. So this month will be dedicated to prepping for 2 shows in December. Information is below if you want to come say hi and hang out a little bit. Also, if anyone knows an editor who is willing to help me with my book, I'm having such a hard time finding one that is legit, considering that I'm going to self-publish. And then most importantly, I've been feeling so out of place with everything that I'm doing, and I really need to take some time to refocus. I've said this before, but this time, I really need to put aside a week or more to just plan out what I want for myself and how I can create better content. So big things coming, and I just want to thank you for sticking by me. Piper then thought to herself, what if I stayed outside but slept on top of a mushroom? This way I'm off the ground, comfy and cozy on nature's soft bed. But something about it was not right. She couldn't quite figure it out, but knew that this wasn't it either. At this point, she's convinced that she can figure this out based on how she feels. If she doesn't feel good about it or is unsure in any way, it's not perfect. And even if it was perfect and she couldn't explain it, she didn't accept it. She really didn't know what she was looking for and only had an idea of what the perfect place would be. Maybe she needed warmth while being outside, so she found a sleeping bear and tried to sleep there. It's safe to say that her curious nature also makes her fearless. Her determination is so strong that sometimes fear has no place in her mind. The bear didn't seem to mind at all, actually. It didn't even stir, as if it was used to little critters using it for warmth. So Piper was okay, but she wasn't happy. If she was being honest with herself, she was actually really lost and stuck. On one hand, she absolutely believed that there was something perfect out there, and all she had to do was find it. But on the other, wasn't what she already had perfect? This is a new spread for this month called the Brain Dump page. I know going into these next few months, I'll need a place where I can just write down new ideas and new plans without a very strict layout, and it's also a great reminder of Piper's story. If you guys noticed, because I realized this as I was inking, that Piper's scale was changing and wasn't consistent, so sometimes she can fit into a teacup and others she's as big as a squirrel. But that is okay. I was definitely more focused on the story, and it was a really good laugh when I realized it. So reminder to you not to be too hard on yourself and laugh at your mistakes, because believe it or not, that is what makes us human. Completely torn and exhausted now, Piper did not want to look anymore and actually didn't want to do anything. She had no desire, no excitement, and was tired. She took her list home and immediately needed a hug from her dad. She told him all of the things that she couldn't figure out, and as she spoke, she trailed off into the deepest slumber she's ever had. If anyone could describe this, it would be that she found the perfect place to sleep after all. And it was right after she realized that the perfect she was looking for was not real. Instead, her appreciation of what she had created the perfect moment. We search for perfection in our work, in others, and all that we do. And when we can't find it, we are disappointed. I've learned that once we find the appreciation of all things, we also find perfection. I wrote this story on a whim because it was exactly what I was feeling, and I'm just so happy with how it turned out. And I really hope that Piper's story stays with you as you begin new things or even reevaluate old things. Before I get to the giveaway, huge shout out to Wix for sponsoring this video. I've mentioned them before because I'm genuinely excited about them, and I'm so happy to be working with a brand that I use. If you're in the market for starting a brand, business, or simply a blog, you have to check them out, especially if you guys are like me and love to basically customize things to your very specific liking, then Wix is definitely your go-to. You can go ahead and check out my website if you're curious about what Wix can do, and my website is really only a step up from basic, so there's even more that they offer. And they have a free plan that you can sign up for using the link in my description to test things out, or you can use my code to get 10% off any yearly plan if you really want to make your dreams come true online. Now for the giveaway, one winner will receive my handmade traveler's journal with 3 dot grid inserts, 6-pack micron sets, 4-pack colored gel pens, stickers, postcards, and your choice art print from my shop. Second winner will receive everything but the journal. Click the link below to enter and to learn how you can earn more chances to win every day. They will change a few times before the contest is over to keep things fresh, so check back as much as you can. I've also just read some of the replies that you guys had left, and I've taken so many notes, and I have so many ideas for new content coming to address all the things that you guys are talking about and hopefully help you guys reach all your goals. And that's it. Let me know what you thought about Piper's story and anything else you want to share. I read every single comment, even though I can't reply to them. And I love how encouraging this community is, so keep it up. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye!